Hey everyone. This is the DB-01 from Erica Synth. This is, along with the Mode D fam, my current favorite synth. Right now I have it running through the Zen delay. I'll turn that off so you can hear it on its own. This is a hell of a music here. Okay, so here we go. What you got on this is, really they said, all right, 303. We're gonna use that as a jumping point. From there, it's, well, if you think about a 303, it's square, saw, this will adds a triangle. This adds a triangle. It has a different filter, the Polyvox filter you can find in the acid box. It also has, just like the 303, the accent and slide functions, which are things that make it pretty cool. But then they said that's not enough for us. Let's do a whole bunch more. So it also has a mod, which is like a block, pitch envelope, which turns things somewhat into like a percussive or drum-based element. Last step, play mode, transpose, scale for being able to program it all, an arpeggiator, and an LFO. This all is really cool. It also adds in, here I'll let you hear this. Hear that? Off. On. Subtle. It's a detune knob, and it's really cool. It's a bucket brigade delay that slightly detunes each side, so it creates the detune there, and it just shreds. Alright, so this is not a great synth for ambient. You can control it externally, but there's no way to modify the attack. It's really not that designed for like long held out tones, atmospheric sound textures, things like that. This is a techno machine. So if you're not a techno artist, this may still be interesting to you, but you're definitely trying to find new ways to use gear, which is awesome, and I recommend it to everybody. But let's go into what these guys were thinking when they made this thing for techno. So what we're going to do first is we're going to build up a pattern. There's going to be a few videos in this series that cover how to do certain things. But right now, we're going to just build up a whole pattern. So we're going to go to Shift, then Pattern. We're going to choose the fourth pattern in this block. Let's hear what we got there. I don't think I really liked whatever this was. Nah, this one's cool. All right, we're going to go Shift, Pattern, 5. Let's see what's there. All right, we can work with that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear it out. Shift clear, clear them all. That's how you clear stuff. All right, so it being clear now, there's 16 beats, but you can go up to 64 by using the last step option. Oh, this one actually goes up to 32. Right now I'm only going to work with 16 though. So that's how you pick the number of beats. You can play that too. You can hit 3 and it's really awesome. All right. Next thing you want to do is fix your scale. So if you hit Shift Scale, select Gate will allow you to pick from them, all the way from off, to chromatic, major, minor. I believe this is major pentatonic, minor pentatonic, whole tone, and then major blues, minor blues, and then user definable scales, including you can go half cent, and that allows you to do microtonal scales. Or I'm sorry, 50 cent. It's half semitone. We're going to go with minor blues. And then back note will allow you to choose the scale key, and I'm going to put it in D. Cool. All right. Now I'm just going to trigger every single note. I'm going to take my beat down a good bit. Alright, so what you're hearing right now is just a D being hit. We're going to use this to explore a little bit of the sound functionality. The filter on this rocks. Saw, square, triangle. Triangle is really basic, so if you want to go low, triangle's not a bad idea. And then if you throw a bunch of drive on triangle, it gets kind of nasty. We're going to stick with square for the rest of the demo though, at least for now. Okay. We're going to start playing with these notes. So the first note I'm going to take it whole down to an octave. Alright, so that's how easy it is to get a basic sequence in there. Now let's add some variation to it. I'm going to keep the filter half closed while we do this. Shift accent. We're going to add some accents. I want to add accents on the 1 and the 4s. Alright, now I'm going to add some slides. I'm going to add slides every offbeat. Cool. And now in the next one, I'm going to increase the gate time. When you go to 100, it's a tie. It's cool to do a tie over a slide because it just... Pitch envelope. I'm going to put pitch envelopes on the 1s. Subtle. I don't like it. We're going to take that off. Gonna get rid of this. Okay, pitch envelope again. Hold it down, dial it in. The first one is the range, the second one is depth. Cool. Now I'm going to do mod. I'm going to do this like a step sequence. So you hold it, mod only affects the VCF. All right, now once you've set all that up, the cutoff knob still works to adjust the midpoint. Cool, huh? All right, so we've done accent, slide, mod, pitch, envelope. Quick thing on last step, it's really awesome to perform with it. So let's start rocking. Last step to other places. Yeah. Just so jammable, so immediate. That is some straight up techno right there. And then now the whole thing. Oops, last step. You gotta back out for dramatic. Alright, now we're going to add some LFO, but there's some pieces to this that you're going to need to understand first. Shift, hold LFO. Now from here, what you can do is select if you want sync. It can be either off or on, okay? You want it to be syncing. And now you can select your shape. These are just normal shapes that you get from an oscillator, so sine wave, triangle, saw, ramp, square, triple down saw, I believe. Sample and hold, I don't know what DST is. Sample and hold and noise. We're gonna go with TRT, but let me read them off for you actually though. They matter, it's definitely worth knowing. Sine wave, triangle, saw, ramp, square, triple decay saw, dual saw plus triangles, DST, sample and hold, noise, off is LFO is running, on is it's synced, and then reset is, with this setting on, LFO be reset on every new gate, this way you can create interesting new rhythmic modulations. That's right here, so you can turn that on, and thus it'll keep going. Now see how it's going super fast? You don't necessarily want that, so I'm gonna actually turn it off though, but you can get some lows here. Pretty cool, right? Alright, there's a few other things to go over on this one, and then we'll move on to the next video. But those things are this. First off, FM level is the LFO rate times the frequency. Drive is really nice sounding. The resonance, if you crank it, sounds awesome. There are 3 settings for envelopes. VCA envelope, all the way up, it'll just keep going. This is a great demo of it. All the way down, very short gate time. This is depth, and this is the VCF envelope length. All right, and then there's some noise to it too. Play. All right, that's video 1. We're going to get a little bit more in depth on the arpeggiator, as well as on some of the really boring stuff, some of the project management features over here a little bit later. For now, let's save our pattern, and I will see you in the next video. So to save the pattern, you simply go into Pattern, and then hit Record. It'll save it to the one that you're currently in. So in this case, it'll be 5. But if I wanted to save it to say 6, I could hold 6 and then hit Record. But I just want to save it the pattern that I'm currently in. Boom, saved. Thanks, see you on the next video.